Hello, welcome to a new video. Today I am bringing you my November May the TBR Be With You. I'm just going to preface this now that my TBR game, I deliberately made it so I would never get more than 5 books a month. And I don't have a readathon to do in November. So tell me why my TBR is as big as it is. You're gonna see just how big my TBR is. So let's just get stuck in with finding out what 5 planets I need to go to and the first rolls. Okay, so we finished last month on Tatooine, so let's find out what 5 planets. Also, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a cute little bee inside that die. So let's see. 2, that is Coruscant. 4, that is Lothal. 6, that is Mustafar. 8, that is Tatooine. And 7, that is Naboo. Okay. And the dice I'm using this time is one with a little octopus in and then one with just like swirly whirlies. So let's do our first roll. It's a double 2. Wow. We go straight to Coruscant. That's a good start. Chewbacca, a book with a non-human main character. Ooh. Okay, so first roll, we got a double 2. What even is this? So we went straight to Coruscant, where I pulled the Chewbacca card to read a book with a non-human main character. Now, I haven't twisted this a little bit. So I'm going to read Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. And my reasoning for non-human is that they are demigods. And whilst, yes, demigods may still have, like, they may still be human bodies, they have non-human abilities. And also, it's my TBR game. I can stretch the prompts however I want. And this is how I'm stretching it. Demigods, non-human. It's chunky. Luckily, I do have the audiobook, but it's like 600 pages. But I have the audiobook. Roll number 2 is a 4 and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll number 3 is a 4 and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll number 3, no, 4 is a 3 and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll number 5 is a 6 and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for Lothal, we have Chopper, an electric book. And then it took a few rolls to get to the second planet. I wasn't as lucky. But I pulled the Chopper card, which is to read an electric book. So this could be an audiobook, an ebook, anything that I'm like reading electronically. I am twisting this one because whilst I have the audiobook, I will also be physically reading this one. But it is Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Really enjoying reading these along with like the Christopher Long lot. And I'm really enjoying reading them along with the audiobook. I think that's like probably the best way to read them. But yeah, I'm still going to have the audiobook even though I will also have the physical, so it does count for electric. Then we have 2 more, so I think we've got to get to Mustafar. Maybe go back this way. So 1, 2. Roll number 6 is a 5 and a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Roll number 7 is a 5 and a 6. Let's just move that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think we're doing all the planets today. Roll number 8. Oh, 4 and a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll number 9. A 6 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mustafar is, if I can get the card, I can't get the card. Darth Vader, a burned book. And then again, it took a few rolls to get to Mustafa. But I pulled the Darth Vader card, which is to read a burned book. I really like my reasoning for this. So I'm another chunky one. Reading The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. A little bit daunted. Gonna need to get the audiobook for this. But my reasoning for this being a burned book, as well as like the colour scheme, it says here, The Burning Kingdoms Book 1. So that definitely counts as a burned book. And I'm scared because this is the only book in that Sapphic trifecta that Illumicrate did that I haven't read yet. And I gave The Unbroken 2-star, She Who Became the Sun 3-star, and I'm hoping this is a 4-star, but it could also go the other way and be a DNF. So I'm really, really daunted to read this one, and I've been putting it off for the longest time because of that. So I really hope I like it. Okay, so we have to still get to Tatooine and Naboo. I might get to one if I get a double, but there's no way I'm getting to both with one roll. So let's see. Roll number 10. A double 4. Right. Tatooine. We're going to have a lightsaber. It's fine. Jawa. Read a scavenged book. And I don't know how the dice gods did this to me, but maybe I should use these dice when I play D&D because they did me good this time round. But I made it to Tatooine. I made it to Tatooine with my last roll because I got a double 4. And I pulled the Jawa card, which is to read a scavenged book. Now, scavenged means any book I haven't actually purchased myself. So it could be a gifted book, it could be an ARC. So I'm going with Starbringer by Tracy Wolff and Nina Croft. This was gifted to me. This is a finished copy, but it was gifted to me by the publisher, and I am dying to read this because Tracy Wolff. And also, this isn't the Crave series, so I'm a bit like, am I gonna like it? But I am so excited to read this. Again though, why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. Okay, so we need a lightsaber. I'm going to be honest, I haven't actually replaced Cockheart and Lycanthropy and Other Chronic Illnesses on here yet. So if I get number 4 or 22, I'm just going to pull again because I don't have time. Let's go for a yellow. Number 18. Lightbringer. Oh no. I pulled lightsaber number 18. And it gave me Lightbringer by Claire Legrand, which is another chunky book. I'm going to be honest, I put this book on my lightsaber books for punishment because I really want to read it. But for some reason, I'm just not picking it up. I'm scared because it's a chunky book. And also, it's the last book in a trilogy. So I'm scared. So of course the universe was like, oh, we lulled you into a full sense of security by giving you like 2 doubles in your rolls. So psych, here's this book. I am excited to read this, but I am terrified. Luckily I have the audiobook, but let's just see what I've given myself. This one doesn't count, I didn't get a choice in this one, but let's just see what I've added to this just for my rolls. Please tell me why I've done this. These are 5 chunky books. Even Gemina is chunky. Gemina will be the easiest to read because 1, it's a reread, and 2, it's like multimedia, and I'll also have the audiobook. But I can only guarantee I've got the audiobook for this and this. I'm going to have to try and get the audiobooks for these. Thanks, may the TBR be with you. This might have been the meanest month yet for that, even though I did really well on rolls. Wish me luck. And then if that wasn't enough, I have a massive pile of books that I want to get to that aren't included in that, and a lot of them are chunky. So I'm gonna have 4 books that are on my Meg Made Me Do It vlog. I can definitely get the audiobooks for 3, I think. But I think they're going to be okay. I don't think I'm going to have an issue with those 4 books. And then I also have Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas, which is for Mass Along, which again, not going to have an issue with this. It will take a bit longer because I'm tabbing and annotating, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of tabbing and annotating in that because this is the book that my favourite character comes into. but I'm really excited. This isn't going to be an issue. I'm very excited to reread this because favourite book in the series. But still, it's chunky. And then I really want to get to Mermedusa by Thomas Taylor. This is the 5th book in the Eerie on Sea series, and I love this series. I don't think this is going to be hard to read, I'm going to be honest, and I think I can get the audiobook on Scribd as well, so I can read along and it will speed it up a little bit. But still, another book that I really want to get to. This is sort of like a non-negotiable one as well. I'm going to read this one no matter what. Then we've got The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stephen. I'm going to be buddy reading this one with Ash near the beginning of the month because Laura Stephen is going to be at Yauk on like the 2nd weekend of November, and I want to read this before I decide whether I'm going to go get it signed or not. So me and Ash are going to buddy read it. So there's that one. Then you're going to yell at me and ask me why the hell I'm doing this one. It's Battle Royale by Koshan Takami. I don't know. I don't know why I've decided November, the month that I have loads of chunky books. Let's add another chunky book. This is, how many pages? It's like 650 pages. But when I get to a certain point, I don't know what point it is. Oh, it's quite early on. Okay, so when I get this far in, I have to let Jem know, and then we're going to buddy read the rest of it because that is how far she got into it when she started reading it, and I'm going to help her finish this book by helping me finish this book. But I am really excited to read this. It's been on my list for a while, and I am very excited to see what the hype is about. But it is chunky and I've added it. And then I realised this book come out last month. I have the book and I forgot to put it on my October TBR. So I'm going to read Throne of the Fallen by Kerry Maniscalco. This is the stunning Waterstones edition. I love the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. Like, it's amazing. And I'm really excited to have more in this world. But tell me why I was like, yeah, let's add it. Let's add it. And why couldn't I have just added it to one of my prompts? I don't know. But this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing this. And I'm kind of okay. Also, I kind of match because lilac. I love this. And then I got this arc a few months back, and I feel really bad because it came out in July and I have not read it. It's just under 400 pages. It is Ghosted by Rosie Mullender. So this is the proof. I really want to give this a go. The writing's quite big and the margins are quite big, so I think I'll be okay. And it's a romance, so I'm going to try and get to this as well. And then on top of that, I also have The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. So I don't have a physical copy of this yet because I'm getting the Illumicrate one and they've not started shipping it yet. But I have the ebook because I got the e-arc and I didn't read it before it came out. Shocking, I know. But I really want to read this very soon. So I'm adding this chunky one. I don't even know how many pages it is, but it's going to be chunky because it's part of that series. I know, yeah, it's a continuation series, but still, it's going to be chunky. And then on top of that, because that's not everything, I'm going to be getting 3 books from my library, which I've had on reserve for a while. So those audiobooks are going to be included. So that is Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I'm really excited to read this one, and like Meg is very excited for me to read them, and I reserved it, and then it tried to give me this one before I had read the X Talk, so then I had to push back my hold, but I'm due to get it in November now, so we'll see. Then we have Throne Treason by Timothy Zahn. I'm currently reading book 2 in this trilogy. So this one, they tried to give me this one like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I can't read this one yet because you still haven't given me book 2. So I pushed back the hold on this one as well, and I'm now currently reading book 2 because I got book 2, but I have currently 2 weeks wait on this. Yay. And then I also reserved another audiobook, which I have the physical book for. And again, I could have put this on my actual TBR, but I didn't. Because I've got about 2 weeks until I get my hold of the audiobook for The Isle of the Gods by Amy Kaufman, which, again, is chunky. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I really don't. And this editing might be a little bit disjointed because I just literally was about to stop filming and I remembered another book. Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood comes out in November, so I'm going to be reading this the instant I get it. So another book. So yeah, my TBR is like, it's a lot of books. So will I get through them all? I highly doubt it. But I'm going to try and find some sort of reading order to them. I'm definitely going to read the 3 that I have the audiobooks coming for from the library because I don't want to keep pushing back my hold. And I'm definitely going to read the 4 for Meg. And I'm definitely going to read, obviously, the 5 for my own TBR game. And Aerifier and Mermajuicer. And then everything else is a hopefully. But wish me luck. We will see how November goes. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm going to have more opportunities to read now because I'm not commuting to an office on a Monday, Tuesday and Friday. So I have opportunities to read more. So hopefully that's going to help. That's going to help a lot, I hope. And we'll see how November goes. You'll find out if you watch my vlogs or reading wrap-ups. So may the odds be ever in my favour. I'm gonna need it. But let me know in the comments if you are taking part in any readathons in November. I'm really glad I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad I'm not because I think I need a break. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.